going on, everybody? My name is Thompson. Now, welcome back to a brand new video on my channel. Today, guys, I'm bringing you a brand new video on the Let's Play world. Welcome back, everyone. How you guys doing? What a beautiful day. Today is I'm having a good day today, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing some fun. I'm over here in the village area, and right now what I'm doing is actually getting started on making the farmland a thing, because it needs to be a thing. So we're going to place some stuff down here. Of course, this is not what we're going to be working on for today's episode. There's no way I'm going to allow you guys to sit through all of this, me just hitting things with the whole... I can't let that happen to you guys. So for today's episode, what I think I have planned, I'm not really positive what I'm going to be doing. I think we're going to start working on some of the houses that are supposed to go around here. Of course, this little farmland is just supposed to be for all of the not the oak. It's supposed to be for all of the seeds, the wheat seeds that are gonna go be placed in here. The only reason why I'm doing this is because I told you this was a windmill that was supposed to be for farmers and everything. So that area is gonna be filled. I think I'm gonna stomp on these guys a little bit. And over here too. Cool. So like this whole area is gonna be filled with wheat. So it's gonna be a nice area for me to get a lot of food and the ability to actually like eat the wheat. So we're gonna have like food so we don't starve and stuff. That's what you use wheat for. So yeah, as I was saying, we're gonna be working on some of the villager houses around here. I'll be doing like the work on like finishing these guys off camera, because I need to do it off camera. There's no way I'm doing this on camera for you guys. It's just gonna be a boring episode if you guys have this. If I just keep oh my god, break already! Oh god. What the? Okay, it's gonna be a boring episode if all I did was actually hold ground and let you guys watch that. That would be a very, very horrible video to post. So I'll be right back once I've gotten what I need to start the brand new the villages, the villager huts and stuff. So I'll be right back once I've done that. I'll see you guys very soon. Off camera, guys, I did go ahead and find some brand new stuff. As you can tell right here, we have a acacia wood. Acacia! As you can tell, the acacia wood has been changed a lot. I really did make a brand new acacia wood, which looks awesome. I also did change the acacia logs for a bit. It's a lot war amber, like a honey texture, which is something I do like. On top of that, the doors for this has also been changed. If I was to grab like a stack of this, as you can tell, doors for acacia doors actually been changed. Look at this. It's white. It's a white door. Can you believe that? Okay, so this is what we're going to be using for some of the things we need to that needs to be done for today's episode. For example, what we're going to be making is the villagers, like I've said like 5 times already. We're going to be making villager huts. But the thing is, I need a sort of wood I have a lot of. I don't have a lot more of this dark oak. So I'm probably going to need to use acacia, because I got a lot of acacia. Although I need to go find myself a brand new oak biome, or use the rest of the oak that's over there, and a dark oak, my fault, over there, and actually start doing some work off camera, and like getting some more wood and things like that. Excuse me. What we're going to be needing also is these types of wood. We're going to need some acacia wood, of course, because that is one of the main things that are going to be needed for today's episode. We're also going to need some orange wool, because I use thatch, guys. I use thatch, a lot of thatch. Okay, next thing we need is going to be some of this. I think I'm going to use stone brick. I think that's what's called, stone brick. Yep, we're going to use stone brick instead of some of the other things we can use. We're also going to need to make a stack of this, so that will be useful. On top of that, stone brick slabs is also going to be useful. So let's actually put you back in here and grab myself 2 more stacks of this. Place that there, and boom. Okay, so we got 1 full stack of stone brick, which is exactly what we need. And on top of that, I'm going to need some dirt to go ahead and use as my building block. Alright, so I'll be right back once I've set some things, done some things in here, and I'll continue with the build. We're going to get right back into it. So off camera, I did go ahead in my testing world, and I started to do some more designing for the huts that are gonna be here. I want to make the villages look at least a little bit poor. I don't want them to be very fancy, because if the huts are very fancy, that means they're like built by rich people. But this is a farming village; they don't have a lot of money, and they're really like self-built. So I want the huts to look a little bit not as well made as some of the other ones I've been making off over there, like near the mansion and stuff. So those huts over there are gonna be pretty nice. It's not gonna even be a hut, because the mayor's house is gonna be pretty rich. So he's gonna have a bigger house than all of them. So I think that's what I'm gonna go with. That's the story behind the villages. And I've heard like many times when I'm like trying to research how to make a nice Minecraft village, many people of like many YouTubers, especially those who've done these type of things, always tell me, like, always say, hey, if you want to make yourself a village, all you gotta do is actually get yourself in a story. And my story is that for this one is that they worship Atlas and they're a farming village, and they go ahead, they have, as you can tell, they have a little Atlas store uh um statue right there. And they have their own farming village. They have a barn, a little huts for everyone. They have like a huge farm that's accessible to everyone. They have a little path with like a little bit of that one guy everyone knows that I shouldn't go near, called like Crazy Joe. Like Crazy Joe lives all over here in this cabin. It's all like stories that you guys got to make up as you go on by making like these villages. And I know the struggle of making villages myself, because I've never actually been able to complete one myself, and I really do want to get at least one of them done this season. So yeah, season 2 is starting to look pretty baller, pretty baller. Another thing I need to do is actually get myself some more. Should I use Windows? Should I do Windows? Huh. You know what? No Windows. No Windows. I don't think they would use Windows, because they're a very poor village. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have these things like so, little that, and then grab the doors. I'm using those dark. Ooh, I'm gonna have to switch these guys out for something. I don't know what I'm gonna switch them out for. Let's not. We can't go with this. This one is not what is going to be used. Maybe stone brick. Maybe stone brick as the floor. Nah, that's pretty. That's pretty money, people, bro. That's pretty. Lots of money, guys, bro. I can't have like these guys, like I've been saying, are really poor, but they have stone brick as their I'm gonna call it wood, bro. I can't have that. I can't have that as their I'm gonna call floor. So you know what I'm saying? Make them cheap. Make them cheap. All right. So let's keep going ahead and place all these guys down. I'll build a couple of these houses, and I'll come back to you guys to show you how it looks like. And I hope you guys might like them. And then you guys can tell me what you think about them in the comments below. So pretty much that's it. I'll be right back once I've done that. Yeah. So what do you guys think? This is the final design of how it's supposed to look like. All these houses are going to look something like this. It's not too luxurious. It's a little bit beaten down. I really do like it. They don't have any windows too, because they're poor, bro. They got no monies. No monies. So like as you can tell, it looks a bit old, ragged. And on top of that, we have thatch roofs. Oh man, I'm gonna need. Oh, I do have a lot more. Never mind. I thought I had like little to none. What we call it? The thatch material or orange wool. So as you can tell, it looks a lot different and from around. As you can tell, like it looks pretty good. I said as you can tell like 3 times, and I'm not okay with that at all. So all you gotta do is next thing we gotta do is actually connect the pathways to here. So we're gonna have more of these houses all around. I think I'm gonna build another one right here. So there might be spread out a little bit so it doesn't look suspicious. I think I'm gonna, and then I could actually do them like a little bit smaller in different sizes too, so like 3 by 3 or stuff like that, and have it like a little bit of small houses everywhere. And I think that's one of the main ideas of what I'm gonna be doing for today's for the huts, not today's episode, for the huts altogether. So yeah, as I said before, I'm gonna be building a couple of these houses. Of course, you guys can actually like watch if you want to, but like I don't think I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna go ahead and do it off camera, of course, like I usually do, and I'll be right back once I've done that. Okay, guys, so we're back. I've only been able to complete this house right here only because I ran out of materials. As you can tell, I am really low on stuff that I can use. This really took a lot of materials to actually make. Oh my god! But on top of that, I think it's time we go on a little bit of a resource gathering trip, which means I need to find a little bit of a more dense dark oak forest. I think this direction may lead to that, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of time lapse of me collecting all this wood because I am gonna need it, and this is the only way to actually like get it unless I go and use bone meal and farm that. Oh, another thing that I want to talk about is the fact that we do have ourselves a bit of a what do you call it? A bone meal farm or a skeleton farm that a skeleton we'll call it spawner that we found, and I think we should be able to turn that into a mob grinder. I don't know when. You guys can actually put in the comments below when you want me to actually build this the skeleton grinder. I think it's gonna be a lot more useful than you think it is. I have changed my bone texture pack texture too, so we might build a as soon as we start a brand new village, we might actually use bone in that in the village. So I don't know which village I'm gonna be working on next, but whatever it is, I think bone meal is and bone boxer is gonna be pretty useful for us. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and collect all of this dark oak, which is gonna be useful for us to complete the village over there. And yeah, I'll see you guys once I've built a couple more houses and completely, demolish this whole forest. I'll be right back, guys. See you soon. All right, guys. It's been a couple hours since I've actually like cut out the last clip, and I've gone ahead and built some houses. As you can tell, a little bit of, they're a little small, but they are very, very pretty. This one right here, I actually went on a whim for this one. I didn't expect it to look as not. It doesn't look good, but it looks okay for a hut that is supposed to be made for very real like poor people. And it's very small in the inside. The inside of these houses are not going to be very worked on. For example, this one is actually into like dug into the hill, which is pretty cool. I think of so myself. Like I actually built it into the hill itself, and on top of that, there's this dome. Okay, let's actually take a look at my favorite house over here. This house right here is a house that I just made like 2 seconds ago, and it is a slanted house, and it looks spectacular. If you go inside, it's really small in the interior because I only made it small, but like this house is like a slanted house, and it looks amazing. As you can tell, it's a brand new type of design. I haven't actually built like this in like forever. I never actually went ahead and built a house like this, and it looks pretty amazing. I've used thatch roof for for this whole building. Like all these buildings are made out of thatch roof, so I really think it's a little miraculous that I've been able to collect all this thatch or wool to actually turn into orange wool. And it's pretty. Thank you. It's been very, very stressful to actually go ahead and like run around collecting some of the wool, but it's worth it because it made the house look so good. There's actually some more place I gotta actually place some of this wool, orange wool, but I can do that off camera. But I think this is where we're gonna end the episode. On top of that, before we actually end the episode, I want to show you guys that I've actually started building a little bit of the trees. As you can tell right here, I've gotten this one already fully, almost completed. I actually it's fully complete. I just have to add the leaves in there. This one right here, I'm gonna be adding more trees around as soon as I've actually like set this path. There's supposed to be a path going around and going up this way to the mountain house, which is going to be the sheriff's house, the little sheriff's house right there. And on top of that, I think I'm gonna have the manor all the way back here into very wide open space because I don't want to go back this way because that space can be used for something else. And I think that is what I have planned. On top of that, for we are close to episode 10, I know, and I think I'm gonna have to finish these houses off camera. On top of that, like just before everything download date is actually a thing, before we actually have download date, which is gonna be on episode 10, of course. And on top of that, there's also the fact that I also need to. What else do I need? I was gonna say something. We gotta finish the village before episode 10 comes out. I gotta build the little miner's house right there on the hill, and then we have to make the sheriff's and the manor for the mayor. I don't think I'm gonna be building walls for these houses like these villages. I'm just gonna have them set in places, and then there's not gonna be any walls around them, which is the walls are so much work. I don't feel like actually doing that, so I'm just gonna leave them open like so. And the paths have to be worked on a little bit more because this is a little bit small, so I need to make it a little bit thicker, a little thicker. And then I'm gonna have a little edges, like have these like connected somewhat, and then all these houses are supposed to be connected to the path. And then this side is gonna go over here to just add a little pathway to it too. Just I think I'm gonna extend one from here all the way over there, and then from here to going down, and then this way. So they all connect. I think that is one of the main ideas I have this for this town. On top of that, we may need to actually get a place to where we're going to be placing a map of the area. I don't know where exactly we're going to be placing this. I think there's going to be a house here, so I'm not sure where we're going to be placing the little map area, so you can actually see all of this village in its amazingness. And I'm pretty excited to how this village is going to look like. On top of that, this whole area needs to be filled with wheat, and so I got some work to do off camera. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please hit the like button, subscribe if you've never done so. I'm gonna have to end it here. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, you know what to do. I already said it in the beginning and like 2 seconds ago. So yeah, goodbye everyone. I'll see you guys later.